हरि करना।
Now it's time for a Bayes rule for random variables. So a Bayes rule is used to compute the conditional probability of an event given the occurrence of another event. For two discrete random variables x and y, Bayes rule can be expressed this way. So Bayes rule gives a conditional probability distribution and can derive it from the product rule. Basically, you can derive it from the product rule. So probability of y given that x is equal to, this is what we get, probability of x given that y multiplied by probability of y and divided by probability of x. So that's what you get it, because you see that you got product rule is nothing but these two. Probability of y given that x multiplied by p of x is equals to probability of x given that y multiplied by p of y. So now we want probability of y given that x is equal to, obviously, probability of x given that y multiplied by probability of y divided by probability of x. So that's what is your Bayes rule. So Bayes rule is used to compute the conditional probability of an event given the occurrence of another event for two discrete random variables. So if you take a discrete random variable, and this is what you will end up. So again, the concepts of prior probabilities and posterior probabilities comes into the picture, and this is your posterior probability. And so for discrete random variable, it's similar to what you do in simple probability theorem. So probability of y given x is equals to p of x given y multiplied by probability of y divided by summation of all probabilities. That's what summation of this all historical or prior probabilities. And if it is for the continuous random variable, then in spite of the summation, you have to use this one. See, sum rule. You have to use a sum rule. Here, you have to use the sum rule concept. In spite of the summation, you have to use integration. Integration over y, p of x given y multiplied by p of y multiplied by dy. And that's what for the continuous random variable. So this time it's a Bayes rule. So let's take an example here. Example in image recognition. Image recognition. Bayes rule can be used to compute the probability of an image containing a cat given the pixel intensity. Probability of an image containing cat given that the pixel intensities, that's what, and rest the formula can be applied. So by using the probability of pixel intensities given the image containing a cat and the prior probability of an image containing a cat, so using the both, you can let me write down here, using this can be calculated using the probability of the pixel intensities given the image containing a cat and and then prior probability Prior probability of an image containing a cat.